glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Coach Fleck told me before the game, their game plan is really centered around throwing the ball today. Why? Their quarterback has a chance to go down in history. They want to get the win first and foremost, but second on their mind, making sure that this beloved young man who has meant so much to this team has a chance for his name to go down in history as the most passing yards ever at this school. We'll see if they get him the ball early and often get that passing game and rhythm going here so they get a win and some history to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So Northwestern's offense will start this game off with the football. And onto the field comes Aiden Childs. He's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to squeak through the pile. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. They'll run it on fourth down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Childs. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. There he goes. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Snags it. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Needs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Crosses the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Northwestern 7, Minnesota 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Minnesota's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we get a look at Darius Taylor. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, you're seeing more and more offenses in college football use running backs in the passing game. This guy is the prime example. He's a guy that deserves all the touches and all the catches he's had. Because David, he's basically a receiver playing the running back spot. He can hurt you taking handoffs, but this guy can run the route tree. He can get out vertically down the field, catches it in traffic. Such a great versatile weapon to have.
And usually you see running backs, it's a little bit awkward when they do catch it, but like you see, his arms are stretched out. He catches it with his hands. Like, and the offensive coordinator told us this week coming in the matchups, like he's got a playlist for this guy, right? Like get this guy the ball in space. He's going to make sure he gets several touches and several matchups where he can get if he gets him matched up on a linebacker, that's a matchup they want to go attack. So this guy's been a weapon out of the backfield.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Golden Gophers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards, 1st and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Shows him the stiff arm. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to throw one first. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. He's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Rid of it on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Just ran over it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive the...
Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The keeper on the option. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. On the option. He'll toss it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Handoff again. He's past the sticks. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They knock him down right there.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking for blockers. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeps it himself. Quick toss. Here's a little. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Holds on, it's Tracy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Drops back on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Left side, it's Alchuk.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Farrell. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Making the adjustment. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten paid earned in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away. Trying to make one miss. And there he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Stealing a score on special teams. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the back. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Virginia Tech, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hokies, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with Northwestern's head coach at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Johnson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the catch, it's Taylor. Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give, it's Taylor. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll close the gap to 14.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tells the run, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Still looking to his right. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield. It's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
38, Minnesota, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Chuck. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run the off-tackle play here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Northwestern.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making the adjustment on the play. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great job by the back on the option. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Minnesota 17.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Tracy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Rides the option, he keeps it. He breaks a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Hits inside, it's Taylor. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach, you saw it on that play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They want to throw it. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 2.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
The lone back's got it. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
He's changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Enough to move the chains. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Got some green grass. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
you.